Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Hari Om Tat Sat. Srimad Bhagavad Gita, 14th chapter, Gunatraya Vibhaga Yogam, Shloka number 12. Shri Bhagavanu Vacha Lobha Pravrittirarambha Karmanamasamasspruha Rajasyetani jayante Vivruddhe bharatarshabha. In this chapter, in the last few shlokas and the forthcoming shlokas, all together, the entire topic we are seeing in under 5 headings, I told you. One is, what is the guna, its name, and what is its characteristics, lakshanani. And second, in what way each guna will binds us, bandha prakaraha. Then how to know there is any indication by seeing a person or by looking at me, this guna is predominant, so there is any lingam, indicator is the third point, topic. Then if this kind of guna is having in that person before dying, whichever guna, that is, if it is predominant, what he will get next life. So that is a gati. And altogether, so this is the phalam of the each guna. So 5 headings, this entire topic we have to look into. So in the 5th shloka onwards, Bhagavan started and telling the guna lakshanani. Sattvam is the gnana prakashakam, rajas is the karma prakashakam, karma oriented, and tamoguna is the ajnana tattva, ajnanajam. So these are the 3 characteristics and 3 gunas names, sattva, rajas, tamogunas. Then in what way they will bind us? Sattva guna will bind us sukha sangena and gnana sangena, it will bind us. And rajoguna will bind us through the trishna sangena and karma sangena. I hope that I need not explain those words, they are very simple. And tamoguna binds us ajnana sangena and moha sangena, sangam, attachment. Because of that, it will bind us. Of course, when Bhagavan talking about the tamoguna, he uses the extra more words, pramada, alasya, nidra. Otherwise, generally, in each guna, the cause for bandha in that guna is 2, Sukha Gnana, then Trishna Karma, and here Ajnana Moha. These are the these are the bandha karanani. Then after telling that, now we are seeing in the last class, in the 11th and the 12th shlokas, and of course before that Bhagavan told that if one is dominating, naturally other two are suppressed. So in that way you calculate. If sattva is dominating, that means rajas tamas are suppressed. I mean they are in less percentage. In the same way other two also. So one is raising the head up and flourishing, other two are down. And in this 11th, 12th, plus today we see 13th also. Now these are the indicators. If sattva-guna is predominant, already I told that gnana sangena, sukha sangena, but still let me tell you more clearly for your understanding. So in 11th shloka we saw that through all the sense organs, because for us the perceptions happens through the sense organs. For example, as soon as we get up from the sleep, immediately the mind wakes up and the intellect also starts recognizing the time, place, everything. Then all the sense organs, respective fields, they will receive that particular knowledge. This is sadharana gnanam. So to happen this sadharana gnanam, after the sleep in sattva and you are relaxed, then mind is now again as it is through the sense organs. For example, if a person has got any problem or he doesn't have the eyes or hearing power or like that, for him that particular sadharana vishaya gnana won't take place. Or the person who is in the coma, it won't take place. Or the person who is in deep sleep also, they were not taking place. So here, prakasha upajayate, when Bhagavan said in 11th shloka, this prakasham is recognition of the worldly 5 sense perceptions. That itself is happening because of the sattva guna only. Now, one point more we have to derive from this statement. Not only that sadharana gnanam of every object are like that, through each and every sense organ, that particular perception, I am able to recognize the more than what I perceive. In English we say reading in between the 2 lines. I am seeing the name and form, but still I try to recognize the sat in it, chit in it. I listen sounds, but in that sounds listening, I recognize the silence behind that. In this way, a sattvic guna dominant person only can do this, not otherwise. So he is seeing beyond his normal perceptions, much more higher, and what exactly. There is one word here, upajayate yada gnanam tada vidyad vivruddham Now I will take this yada tada together as it is. If you take yada tada, otherwise when, then. But instead of that, yada tada gnanam prakashate vidya vivruddham. So here vidya, the essential, that means he is having a discrimination, atma anatma vivekam, dharma dharma vivekam. So he is looking and grasping much more than the normal perception of a normal people. Perception is having for even animals. For example, now we are listening the Bhagavad Gita, or some of you listen at home also. If suppose there is a dog in your house or a cat is in your house, the cat also sleeping in the same room or not sleeping, it is also awakened only. You are listening to Bhagavad Gita and the cat also hears some sound. If you increase the volume, its ears move. And if you move the chair, it will be alert, become alert. So perceptions happening to the cat also, but Bhagavad Gita it cannot understand. It is seeing you. It is also hearing some sound. This sattvic person is not like that cat or dog or any animal. Otherwise, if you simply say that when you wake up, all the sense organs will start function and buddhi will become receiving all the things. Prakashayate. What is prakasham? In buddhi, all the perceptions are taking place. But human being who is having the intellect, who is having the sattva guna. Now come to the, we are hearing to the Bhagavad Gita. If you see these words meanings, simply dictionary meaning is different. Now what I am saying is different. Two ways we are, it is normal samanya jnanam. Now vishesha jnanam also I am able to get it. I am able to perceive that vishesha jnanam. Vishesha jnanam is what? Behind every perception there is a sat and there is chit. And not only that, that sat and chit I am only lending the chit and sat to the senses and to their perceptions and their objects. Understanding in that way. When it is possible, sattva guna pradhana. So we have to think in that way, this particular statement. Then it is called indeed sattva guna, K Arjuna. Now, second also we saw here, when a person wakes up from sleep and he is also having perception of sadharana jnanam, he knows what to do, when he has to go to his work and all that. But his attention is all the time, most of the time in the getting something more and more and more from this world. He works hard for it. Therefore, Lord says, lobha, greediness. Lobha is that it's like a fire, Agni. In Agni, how much amount of fuel you put, it never say alam. Therefore, the name given to the fire is Analaha, which never say alam, then it is called Analaha, one of the Sanskrit names to fire. In the same way, this person also, Lobha. Because of that, Ashamaha, Shamaha means withdrawing, relaxing. But he could not keep quiet. One after another, he has to run behind projects, objects, so many worldly achievements. Keep on running, running years together. After retirement also he runs in another way, in another direction otherwise. So in this way, vrittihi, pravrittihi, because of lobha, I have to accumulate lot of money. Naturally, if I sit quiet, how lot of money will come? I have to involve. Because of that, I will start some work, arambha karmani. And in that involvement of the karma, then he never says enough of it. He is not able to stop and relax or keep quiet. Relaxing is not meant for to become lazy. Relaxing to contemplate. Relaxing to pursue the real purpose and goal of the life. Therefore, Ashamaha, he cannot sit quiet, he cannot do meditation, he cannot listen these things systematically with involvement. So he in that way, lot of spruha. Spruha means here so many worldly things. Sarva samanya vastu vishaya trishna. If these things are there in the person, you know for certain that he is a Rajoguna dominant person. That is the indication. Many times we will get doubt that whether I am endowed with the Satvika guna or Rajoguna or Tamoguna, because very difficult for ourselves to bifurcate and find out. I told last class some example. People think that they are doing sattvic work or something like that, but it is in fact they are internally Rajoguna predominant. That's why they cannot keep quiet or stop roaming or moving or anything. I will tell you some other examples also. So this is the about the Rajoguna. When now some people go to the work, they do lots of big business and all that, busy all the time, but still they listen while going in the car or sometime this kind of spiritual talks, Bhagavad Gita and all that. Now what to say about them? Whether they are really either sattvic side or rajasic side, it is combination. There are so much rajasic activities there, but mainly when to judge this, not after retirement or a certain age. Any age, in any person, in a day, you can be with Sattva-guna predominant voluntarily, consciously, by doing certain kind of sadhanas. Exclusively with utmost involvement and the commitment. I will come to the example later in that way. So it is a, let me complete the 13th shloka. So all three together, I will tell you something different to you. 13th shloka now, let me tell you about the Tamoguna indicator also. This is the indication you can see either in yourself or others. Aprakasho pravrittischa pramado moha evacha tamasyetani jayante vivruddhe kuru nandana. Hey Kurunandana, Arjuna, listen. This is the indication of the Tamoguna, the third one. Aprakashaha, where there is no proper understanding, proper discrimination. Aprakashaha means what? Generally, we are all thinking many times in a general way of expression. Tamoguna means all the time sleepy, lazy. No. This person very much wake up, his senses are also working, he is able to perceive everything. But then why Bhagavan says in Sattva-guna prakasha upajayate, here aprakashaha. That means his senses are not functioning or what? They are functioning very well. Then what it means aprakashaha? He sees but he won't see. He listens but he won't listen. That means his sense organs are perfect. To say in a simple words, not interested, not ready, no capacity to change. Not ready to change, not interested to change, not ready to change, no ability to change. That is Tamoguna. Now, very difficult to bifurcate and see the persons. You all come to the satsang and listening sincerely, but in your house, your spouses or your any other elderly people who are in some houses, aged father-in-law, mother-in-law, they were also there. Why they won't show interest and listen this? If you want to say also, they will shut your mouth. You go. We don't want. In this way, or they think that book is there. I read before. I will read whenever I want. So these are all goody-goody in other ways. It looks like sattvic and religious and all that. Why you are not able to commit yourself and stick to this ultimate, the fourth stage of your life or the fourth purushartha of the life? Tamoguna is there. In one other way to say, Tamoguna people are ignorantly arrogant and Rajoguna people are arrogantly ignorant. You got it now? Then how to separate? Very difficult to see. Very difficult to find out. That's why we also get confused sometimes. What stage I am? Unless you are able to understand these descriptions, what Lord says. It is not just to say sattva, rajas, tamas. And if you are calm and quiet, you are like this. If you are running, alcoholic, not to say as like to the telling to the children. You have to look into the shloka, each word. Aprakashaha. In another way, for this Tamoguna people, we can add a title, they are adamant. That's why not ready to change, not interested to change. So they are working, they are also live, they do. So don't have that notion that tamoguna means all the time sleepy. Not like that. Or a drunkard person. They are very much conscious, they know, but they don't want to. That's why pramada. They are expertizingly commit the same mistake without any guilt. Now you watch around your place, wherever, you will see most of the people are in the disguise of Rajoguna, they are Tamoguna. In the disguise of Tamoguna, they are Rajoguna. It is most of them. Most of them. Now, so in this way, another word Bhagavan Ursha already told, mainly this aprakasha. Therefore, apravrittischa. Generally, we say apravritti means he never do anything. No, not like that. He will do. Here, listen, apravritti means, again same you have to say. He is not ready to change. Aprakasha, because he doesn't know what is the highest goal of the life, what scriptures are saying, what great masters are saying. In that he never involves. Apravrittischa. Or, now I am telling combiningly together to all these three shlokas, to solve these problems. Of course, the topic is for us different. After 2-3 shlokas, Bhagavan takes us to the how you can transcend these gunas, and our purpose is not knowing all this and charting out and oh this. Are you going to get writing exam or anything? Or somebody is going to give any certificate to you? No. How you can transcend gunatita? Because unless you transcend these gunas, there is no relief for you. There is no mukti for you. Now before that, let me tell you, up to this, for a common man, to address general everybody, people, our Shastra, to solve these problems and keep the person in a proper way. Even by birth he is predominant with any guna, or in between also he is predominant with any guna, but follow this kind of life pattern. Shastra given a very wonderful system of lifestyle, which we know already, but it is good if you recollect that. What? Shastra given 4 Purusharthas. Shastra given 4 Ashrama Varna Dharmas. Or to say still in a simple way, Shastra tells first, Veda Purvabhaga, Dharmanushthanam. Dharmanushthanam is nothing but the Karmanushthanam only. But when Jaimani Rishi writing the Veda Purvabhaga Karmakanda Sutras, he starts with Atha Dharmanushasanam. Okay? Atha Dharma Jignasa, not Dharmanushasanam, that is Yoga Anushasana. Atha Dharma Jignasa. But Vyasa, when he writes about the Gnanam, Atha Brahma Jignasa, Athato Brahma Jignasa. So Dharma is kept in the first and foremost important thing, because if Dharma is followed naturally, you will get progress, you will improve. Otherwise, after getting this human birth, you are simply wasting your life, and thereafter you are going to another again a lower yonis. Bhagavan will tell now. Therefore, dharma. What for dharma? Before dharma, otherwise we will put the artha itself, no problem. Vidyat vinayam, vinayat patrata, patrat dhanam apnoti. Now, you are understanding this much, because I am putting in this Subhashita in simple words, because everything is connected here. Otherwise, I can simply say dharmam mokshartham, but difficult to understand. Therefore, first vidya is required. So, any simple vidya for you to sustain. So, vidyat vinayam apnoti, vinayat patrata. You are eligible now. For what? For earning. Patratat dhanam prapnoti. Dhanam, now, dhanam kimartham? Dhanam sharira poshanartham. Kim sharira poshanam? What for sharira poshanam? Dharmartham. Dharmam chitta shuddhyartham. I am not putting punyartham. Chitta shuddhyartham. Chitta shuddhi gnana prapti arhatartham. Gnana prapti arhata, gnana praptyartham, gnana prapti mokshartham, moksha shantyartham. Follow it. Very conveniently, freely. 40 years you can enjoy your family life, children, anything. Nothing told that you avoid. But after that, and while doing that enjoyment and family life also, never forget about your dharma. There lot of prescriptions, starting from the Sandhya Vandanam onwards. Then generally, naturally, person never become tamasic, and he never become. Then this is all comes under karma. First karma yoga given. Then if only karma yoga said and made him wakes him up from tamoguna to rajoguna, do man something, do. Then he will become again addicted to the work. Stop, do upasana. So karma is everyday required, karma yoga, and upasana also is required. When you decide, when you want, you stop everything and sit quiet. They both were included in the lifestyle of this Sanatana Dharma. So, then person is properly channelized and goes in a right way if he follows at least some extent. But when we don't know what for they are and what is the purpose of my life, what I am to do, if these things are not there, then how you can get rid of from these three gunas and getting the moksha? The purpose of the human birth is only to get the moksha. Self-knowledge. All other things are secondary, whether they are there or not. But majority, many were not able to do because we are deviated. So in this again, in present scenario, majority, as I told, whether they are religious, whether they are spiritual, very confusion, we don't know. because there is no proper guidance, systematic study, understanding, following is not there. Kandade Akshi, Kondade Kolam. So for every of this Rajoguna person, Tamoguna person, this is the same slogan. They don't want to stop it. They see in they get lot of problems in this karma, Rajoguna activities. They know that karma never give, how much it gives the sukham, that much it gives the suffering also. They know it, but still they were not able to drop it. They were not able to drop it. Unless you listen and understand step by step everything, there is a possibility. So this Sanatana Dharma scheme, everything is meant for this. Anyhow, people are choosing their own way of life and all that. That's why without guidance of the Guru, that too a systematic study, we cannot progress. We may know things randomly, some this, that, but still inside if you look within yourself, there is a vacuum or there is a sandeha, doubt. Okay. So after expressing the indications of these three gunas, Bhagavan now going to the next topic. If this guna is predominant and he leaves the body, where he will go, what will happen to him? So Gati, in two shlokas he is going to tell both. Yada sattve pravruddhetu pralayam yati dehabhrut tadottamavidam lokan amalan pratipadyate. As he is discussing, first always he is telling about Sattva Guna, then Rajoguna, then Tamoguna. Now, when this Sattva Guna is predominant in one person, but he did not transcend the gunas, that means still he is not established in the knowledge. Gnana Nishta not yet come. But he is a sattvic person, a lot of things he did it, and so 80%, 90% Sattva Guna. Suppose with that Sattva Guna predominance, if the person leaves the body without getting the Atma Swarupa Jnana, because Swarupa Jnanam, Atma Jnana comes, there is no again birth, no. So what happens? Tataha uttamavidam amalan lokan pratipadyate. He attains, he goes, he gets higher world. Uttamavidam lokan amalan. Higher worlds means we should not look up. Urdhvam gachanti. In 8th chapter, Urdhva Lokas, when Urdhvam or Uttamam Loka mentions, we should not look up. It can be here itself. In space, where is the up and down? But Puranas, when they describe or the body is mentioned from the Nabhisthana to upward, or like that, you say everything is the Brahmanda is like an Andakara, from the middle down 7 worlds, up 7 worlds. That is all just for us to understand by telling like a story to the children. Urdhvaloka means it is not necessarily in distance wise and upside or like that. Adholoka means it is not a distance wise or the downward. Understand clearly. Then what? Uttama Vidam Lokan. Bhagavan said in the Bhagavad Gita, which I have already completed in one place, there will be yoga bhrashto bhi jayate yoginam kule dhimatam. He will be born again in a better family with a better background where he can continue his this sattviga guna, tapas, sadhana, swadhyaya and all this. Srimatam gehe yoga bhrashto bhi jayate adhava yoginam kule. He said already. That means it can be here also, it can be in some other, because here we see some places, I am in Tamil Nadu, there is some other place, there is some other place. But anyhow, it is not necessarily upward means, but higher world, yes, we believe. There are upper 7 lokas. They were not in distance-wise gradation, characteristic-wise variation. Even if you achieve the Swargaloka or Pitru-Bhuvar lokas, that is all again a samsara only. But with a better facilities, that's it. In cities, you will have better facilities. In village, you don't have that much facilities. But those people, those who are living there, they are happy with those facilities, whatever available. But when you compare it, there is a problem. So, Uttama Vidam, that means in the same family, in the same place also you can be born, you will be born. We don't know. We don't know exactly that. But because of Sattva Guna, you are not going to be born as any animal creature or like that. That much is guaranteed. But this is for Sattva Guna. Or if you take in the Amalan Lokan, where there is no Raga Dvesha, Amalam, Malam, Raga Dvesha, Amalam, not there. But even Swargaloka, Raga Dveshas are there. Only possibility, upper loka, Amalam, if it is there, that is only Brahma Loka. We already studied about the Kramamukti and Shruklagati, Surya Marga, Brahma Loka. Because if you go there only, you never return back there, but you have to study under the Brahmaji and get the Brahma Gnanam and wait until his lifespan gets over. So there no Raga Dvesha, no any kind of this kind of problems or diseases there. But you will be lived long, but you have to gain this self-knowledge by listening. Shravana, there also required. That is option. Let us take in that way. Uttama Vidam. Or as I told, because that I don't believe, I don't know. How can I believe that? Shastra says, okay. And many people say that after death there is nothing. After death there is nothing. And okay, be good and do good in this life. That kind of some people. If you be good and do good, then you will be born in a good place and with good facilities. What for? You born again, and do you think that there is a guarantee being good and doing good make you to be born in a good place and like that? Then also you will do same good? No, because still your sanchita karmas are many are there. In between they will come, and now also you are creating again some punya papa. Where is the end for it? And therefore there is no guarantee that when you born in a good place again you will be good. How you know? So instead of that, then why then this topic telling like this? Like this some people talk that there is nothing after the death, and you just live, enjoy. How much? Then that will be over, that ends. This question raised by the Nachiketa in the Kathopanishad, oh Guru, Emma, my dear sir, some are telling that there is nothing after the death or like that. Okay. Nasti iti chet eke, asti iti chet eke. Some are telling he is there. You have to born again with your prarabdha karma and all that. And some say there is no. What you say for this? There also Yama says it is there. You have to completely exhaust and burn your karma through jnanam, or otherwise you have to continue again and coming and going, this will be there. Therefore, this is, we cannot just brush it away like that. Who knows that next birth is there or not? No, Shastra is the pramanam. Therefore, you will be born again. Amalan lokan, in this way, prapadyate prapnoti. Then, rajasi pralayam gatva.
Rajasi pralayam gatva.
Karma sangishu jayate.
Karma sangishu jayate.
Tadha praleenastamasi.
Tata praleenastamasi.
Mudhayonishu jayate.
Mudayonishu jayate.
Suppose if a person predominant with the Rajoguna and leaves the body, this particular point already in 8th chapter Bhagavan mentioned whatever they think and leave the body, okay, and they will get that kind of body later predominantly. In 8th chapter we saw that. So whatever their thought predominant before leaving. So rajasi pralayam gatva karma sangishu. So if they die like that, who are these rajasi? They are karmatas, action oriented. Do something. Yajna, yaga, karma means everything comes. Not only materialistic, but religioustic karmas also. And they will be born again karma sanginam. Again they will be born in that family where karmatas, that means they are very orthodox, religious maybe, or most materialistic also. Both are karmas only. If they are born in the the religious and ritualistic family, then all the time again rituals, 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 until the end you have to do the rituals. Okay. Or if you born in the karma sangina, you born in a very rich businessman's family, then naturally they are already establishment, big business and big family, and all are working big companies and all that. Naturally you will be also tempted and trained into that karma. If any person born in a very rich family, they will come to Bhagavad Gita class and satsang or what? But for fashion's sake, they also listen Bhagavad Gita. The listening to satsang or here and there some speeches of some, that too, very popular speaker. It is the fashion of the day. It is nothing to do for your evolution. It takes lot of time. So karma sangishu jayate. Again you are workaholic only born. And reach more. I am telling one point and deviated in between. Lot of hurdles will come, lot of loss in the business, everything they will face, and suddenly some of the important person in the family expires. Sometimes wife expires or husband expires, but after few days only they will feel sad. Then after that, again as usual they continue. Okay, no, if I am not doing, my family cannot survive. There is nothing, so I have to work means okay. I am talking about the people who are almost at the third flag of the, not end, flag end of the life, middle age gone, retired stage. Even they don't withdraw. I saw many wives, after the husband died, they are again busy with some kind of side business and are looking after the husband's factory, business, farmhouse, because I have to do something, otherwise my mind, I am engaging myself. This is all escapism. I am engaging myself. For such a people, teacher what they say, because they were not interested, they were adamant and not ready. Okay, continue, because instead of keeping lazy and going for unwanted things, keep busy yourself. But how long and how far? Once if you have enough training for studies, contemplation, reflecting and all that should be dropped, no? So same way, if wife goes also husband, same way, the same continues. So no looking for something higher in the purpose in the life, there that. So pralayam gatva karma sangishu jayate. In the same way, those who are predominated with the tamoguna, and if they die, leave the body, they will go to the mudha yonishu. Here mudha yonishu means same tamoguna type of family only they will be born. Or here lower yonis. There are so many. It depends upon his punya papa ratio and all that. We don't know, he can be born as any animal creature also. Yes. Then it is a mudha yoni or lower yoni. Now tell me, the upper, lower, middle janmas, all are here or not? Here itself is there. You are seeing here itself. Here itself Narakam is there, here itself Swargam is there, here itself is Moksham also is there. So better to understand and here observe rather than imagining the upper loka, down loka, Purana. So many Atala, Vittala, Sutala, Talatala, Mahatala, Rasatala, Patala. These are all good for a story to tell to the children. Here itself, what? More than 30 years on the bed. There are people. People here without eyes, ears and speech. Andham tama pravishanti. Lives are there or not? Everything is here. Torture is here. So many. That's why people not able to find the way, they commit suicide. Every day, now and then we see the very popular personalities in the society commit suicide. Very often you will listen that. Why all this happening? If the only money, work and this status is the only the life, purpose of the life, then why you can't continue? You are not able to face it. So any time your mind will haunt you, you will be punished, you will be crushed by your mind. Therefore, Mudha-yonishu jayate. Now, I will give you another example. See that all three are here only. Like I am telling now, all three are here only in our surrounding. Now, imagine in one place there are 4-floor flats are there. The whole building is here only on the earth. Now, in this you say upper flat, middle flat, lower flat. Where are they all? All are here only in one building. But only for the conversation vyavaharically you say. Now the problem here now reverse. In the flats, if you go higher, rent will be cheap. Yes? And if you are in the ground floor or first floor, rent will be costly. So here, really to say, the lower world is good. If you go up, lot of problems. If lift break down, for anything, fire accident, earthquake, anything, top floor, 37th floor, what will do? So lower flat is just to convey, here itself, we are just telling like that. All are in one place only. To say frankly still, this upper, middle, lower, all this kind of thing it's a mental status. Loka, alokya. It's purely mental status in the loka. Now moksha is also a mental status. Bandha is a mental status. Then why you look somewhere? Okay? So in that way we have to understand all these three. Now, after this shloka 15th, I will take up the 18th shloka. Why, sir? Why you are changing the order of the Krishna's teaching? Because Krishna immediately in the 16th shloka going to talk about the phalam. 17 also. But 18th shloka, he summarizes actually what he said now. Better to read that now. Suppose if I, no, you read only same order. If I read that, you will get doubt after 18th. Why again he is telling the same thing? You ask that question also. So for our level of understanding, better to study the 18 and then go to the phalam, because here exactly what he told in these two shlokas of 14-15, summarizing. Urdhvam gachanti sattvasthaha
ऊर्ध्वं गच्छन्ति सत्त्वस्थाः
madhye tishtanti rajasaha
मध्ये तिष्ठन्ति राजसाः
जघन्यगुणवृत्तस्थाः
जगन्यगुणवृत्तस्ताः
अधो गच्छन्ति तामसाः.
अधो गच्छन्ति तामसाः.
The words used in the 14th and 15th shloka, last word, pratipadyate, jayate, same again here now if you see, gachanti. Therefore, it is appropriate to read this. So, you understood, Arjuna, sattvastaha gachanti urdhvam tishtanti rajasaha madhye and gachanti jaganya gunavruttasthaha. One new word Bhagavan is using, tamasaha, goes down. Goes down. That is only what he said. That means, now you understand in this way. You will put one line. Somewhere we have to put one line. And below that line, above that line. The line where I have drawn is the middle. Okay, middle. Generally we say, if you have punyam and papam 50-50, you will be born in the middle. If you have more papam, you will be born below that line. If you have more punya, you will be born above that middle line. What is this lower, middle and upper? From you are already in the middle, that's why you are human being. This is more suitable, congenial and great rather than upper other world. Why? Many times we told, even Devatas has to come and born again on the earth and get the Guru and read the Shastra and gain the knowledge, then only Mukti. Exception only if you go to Brahmaloka. That is not possible for everybody. And instead of doing that, you are already human being. Only thing now you have to become a better human being. You have to become a Manishinaha. All are born for Manu, are called Manisha, Manishi, Manushaha, Manushyaha. Overall having Manas, they are Manishi, Manavan, Manushyan. But Manishinaha, the word uses in the Shastra is something is different. Because you born to the Manu, because you have the mind, we cannot call you as a Manishi. Then Tapasa, Shraddha, Shraddhaya, Medha, Medhaya, Manishi. Manishaya, Manaha, Manasa, Shanti, Shantena, Atma Vindate. Therefore, here 3 levels, you have to now become a better human being, and you recognize your divinity, you become divine. You have to, this is called progress. This is called evolution. So, as I told, in one mind, the state of the mind, levels of the mind, that's why you have to evolve yourself mentally and get out of the mind. Now, instead of that, get out of the mind means transcending the 3 gunas with jnanam. That is the next topic. Now below, if you are not utilized this properly and you are all the time either Rajoguna or Tamoguna, and even though you are Rajoguna and you will be born again with the Karma Sanginam, no guarantee. Because of your Purva Janma Sanchita Karma, something comes and makes you to go. Now for a few years you will be born as a cat. Who knows which parcel, which karma phalam will come and release and bring? That Bhagavan didn't say that. So there is no guarantee that every human being will be born as again human being. There is only chance possibility if its sattva guna is more. Even though doubtful only. Because until I burnt my all the sanchita karma balance, I don't know, still confusion only. Therefore, in the Piravai Tappinal, in the Piravai Vaipo. Is there? Therefore, Bhagavan said, anyhow I will be born as human being. Okay, even you are born as human being, but in Ethiopia and South Africa, or Israel and Gaza, what you will do? So let us not degrade ourselves to the animal creature level again. It is in your hands. Therefore, this is the gati. Then next class I will tell you, Arjuna, the final, the phalam. But this is not our topic. I will take you to the final take of transcending that part of the chapter will come. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om. Hari Om Tat Sat.